I just like to come out and say, hey, after a show and kind of tell you what was going on in my head. But it's, you know, something I said, I think what people do here is really a mirror to what they do in their lives. And so sometimes if you'll just sit back and let them go, they'll show you exactly what they do at home, and it gives you a great insight into why they are where they are. I mean, did y'all see it? I mean, we've got two new puppies right now, and it's funny to watch them. They play, they're brothers, and they play with each other, and they sit and they just bark at each other, playing like this, just bark, 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 bark. And that's what I was thinking about with these two. Neither one of them are hearing each other.
I would describe my family as hostile, toxic, and vicious. The names they call each other are horrible.
You're a piece of
My sister calls my mom names like old, fat, disgusting. My mom doesn't just sit there and take the name calling, she gives it right back to her. My family hasn't gotten along in 30 years. They just hate each other. Growing up, I had a decent relationship with my mom. Now, my relationship with her is almost non-existent. She's selfish, rude, and obnoxious. Adrienne has always been the bully. She gets loud or gets aggressive. My mom and my sister don't have a mom and daughter relationship anymore. My sister is like the boss, the controller, and my mom lives in fear.
She's home. That's why I ran like a bitch.
The police have been called at least 20 times in the past 5 months.
My mom is the biggest problem. She never likes to have any peace in the family.
She has told me she was gonna slit my throat ear to ear.
My mom is always looking to start fights with me. She's not fighting because she doesn't love me. She's really fighting with everyone because she doesn't love herself. Family is extremely dysfunctional, and we all need a big wake-up call because there's nothing anyone can say without it being a huge blow-up argument.
When I say, what's your payoff? You live like wild animals. You yell, you scream, you fight, you live in a trash dump. I mean, come on. What do you really want out of today?
Healing and a family.
Really?
I would say that would be starting with going off of the truth.
Yeah.
And that would be how the house is, how it got that way, and then moving through the truth would help us get it out of the way.
The point I was trying to get across to them is families move by generation and legacy, and you've got to decide what you want to carry forward and what you don't. And there'll be some good and some bad. Like I said, my dad was a bad alcoholic, so I made a decision. I didn't want to do that, so I haven't had a drink in over 50 years. He was also one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. He had a tremendous work ethic, and so that was something I did want to carry forward. So I took the good, left the bad. You have to make a decision. And you get to decide what you want to carry forward. And you've got to think about that in your own life. You know, what is it you want to carry forward from your parents? They had good qualities, they had not so good qualities. Take the good, leave the bad, and that way everything gets better each generation. That house there's no excuse for that house. I mean, come on. It's got to be full of ticks and fleas and they said maggots. And who lives like that? Come on. You can have no self-worth if you live in a house like that. That's why my decision was you've got to start working with these people individually before you try to do anything collectively. Because anybody that will live like that, their self-worth is so low, their self-esteem is so disrupted, you can't fall off the floor, so it can't get any worse. So you've got to work with them individually and get them to where they feel some pride in themselves, and then they might hold themselves to a higher standard of interaction. And it's about boundaries, and trust me, you got to put up boundaries in your life. There are some people that they're better off in your rearview mirror. Not everybody you lose is a loss. So you just got to decide.
Say that, Dr. Phil. That's awesome.
So anyway,
That's outstanding.
that's the bubble over my head.